Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage. This one would be sponsored by or presented to you by Straight Outta Content, but I'm gonna make a separate video for that channel. But in today's video, this is why you should purchase my book, my Kia Hyundai Handbook, a guide to help you getting your engine replaced, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys some new information that actually isn't in the book, but will be in my second ebook. So there's the first ebook, which pertains to the KSDS and all the engines that have been out. I want to say all the way back to 2010, all the way up to right around 2019, the Theta 2 engine. And then the second book will be on what you see, well, I'm going to show you here in a second, which is called the 2-liter NU MPI engine. And there's that engine right there has a piston ring recall. So the Theta 2 engine and all the other engines associated with that have a rod bearing issue and the engines are failing. The new Kia Hyundai Genesis recall engines, they have a piston ring recall. And then the third book will be on the EVs in that current recall and class action lawsuit for all of Hyundai, Genesis, and Kia EVs with the charging ports. So I'm going to show you guys this new issue for all you new Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis buyers. I'm going to show you the information like I always do. It doesn't really get viewed that much. Then I compile all of it, put it all in one place, and sell an ebook. And again, I've helped out so many people already. We're selling this book like hotcakes. So definitely it's only $10. Click the link in the description. Go ahead and get that book. But let's go ahead. Let's get into this information right now. Let's get into the video. Okay. So let me sit up for this because a lot of people aren't familiar with the issues with their Kias, Hyundais, and Genesis vehicles. And in fact, I seen a guy yesterday. I've seen like 2 or 3 Optimas yesterday, and I was at the gas station. I seen one guy, and I was like, "Hey, you know about your car?" And he just like looked at me. I don't know if he spoke English though. I don't know. He didn't look like or sound like he spoke a lot of English. But anyway, that's what I try to do. I try to pull up my social media. On my Straight Outta Content channel, I have almost 30,000 subscribers. And usually once people see that, they're willing to talk to you because they're like, oh man, he's a serious YouTuber. What is he about to tell me? But that didn't happen. But like I told you guys in my other video that I did for Straight Outta Content, I was in the barbershop and a guy pulled in to get his haircut with a Kia Optima, and he actually was a recipient of a new engine. As you guys can see on the screen right there, you guys can see that there is a piston ring recall. So I have all these tabs right here open, which the last tab will be about my book and what the book entails. But I just want you guys to understand that there's a lot of information, and most of you have a car. Most of you guys don't even have the new vehicles with the piston ring issue. And if you do, you have no clue that there is actually a current recall on those cars. But I'm going to show you guys the little tricks that Hyundai and Kia hide from you. So I'm going to show you guys the little tricks. This is why I really recommend getting my book, because it not only has all the documentations that you need to get your engine replaced and which cars apply, and it also tells you things. And whenever we zoom in here, people keep saying, well, I'm being charged. They want to charge me for hoses and all this other stuff. No, there's no charge. It says it right here. So this book is for you to print out all of the documentation, watch all of the videos, which are available in the PDF book, and then you just click all the links are clickable, and then you just compile all of this information, you bring it to the dealership, and you say, if they tell you, well, we gotta charge for this, no, this right here says no charge. Well, we gotta do this, no, this right here says that you have to cover it because I have this and I have that, So this right here is for those engines here. But again, I'm just doing my due diligence to really get this information out there. So again, all these links, this is the book right here. All these links in the book are clickable. Here's some quotes for some people, but let's get into the main part of this video. I don't want to make it too long. So if you just go to Google, you just type in piston ring recall. Not a lot of people know about this because this is a brand new recall, but it's actually been out since 2019 on certain engines, which is the 2-liter NU MPI engine. So as you guys can see on the screen, Hyundai Motor America, Hyundai is recalling, and now mind you, whenever they say Honda, it's because it's the parent company of Kia and Genesis. So remember, it used to be Hyundai Genesis is their luxury brand, but it's all the exact same things, kind of like GM and Chevy, or what other cars do Chevy make? They don't make Oldsmobile, I think that might be, or remember Chevy used to make Saturn, right? So it's all the same engine. So Hyundai Motor Company, Hyundai, is recalling certain 2019, 2020 Elantra, 2019 through 2021 Kona and Veloster vehicles equipped with the 2-liter NU MPI engines. This piston oil rings may not have been properly heat treated, which could result in engine damage. And a damaged engine may stall, increasing the risk of a crash. Now, how many of you out there are watching this video and you have a Hyundai, Kia, or Genesis product and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know? Or for all my followers out there from Shade of the Content and Carl's Garage, how many of you out there already know, like, yeah, I was driving my Kia Optima and it just pooped out on the highway. Or yeah, I was driving my Kia Sorento or whatever it's called, or Hyundai Elantra, and it just, you know, I was on the highway doing 75, next thing you know, just went in the limp motor. It just didn't work anymore. But that right there is just what happens whenever you Google. So I have all these in order. So if we click the second tab, this right here, this is a document that's going to be in my new book pertaining to the Piston Ring Recall to help out all the people who have new cars. So let's go ahead, let's zoom in here because I do want to zoom in just a little bit. And as you can see, it's right there. So for the other cars, you need a KSDS, right? For the other cars, you need a KSDS. That's what's gonna protect you. The knock sensor software detection, right there. It's an ECU upgrade right here. What will Kia do? What will Hyundai do? It's the same thing. You can bring your Kia to a Hyundai dealership. You can bring your Hyundai to a Kia dealership. You can bring your Hyundai and Kia to a Genesis dealership. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. What will Hyundai do? Your Hyundai dealer will perform a software update of the electrical control module, ECM, to improve the knock sensor detection system, KSDS logic. This procedure will be performed no charge. Now, whenever we head back over to the new Piston Ring Recall, mind you, look how many, I just want you guys to understand, they're only showing 3 cars. This is an official PDF from Hyundai. They're only showing 3 cars. But guess what, guys? You know I do my due diligence. I'm gonna show you guys that there's way more cars. If you have this engine in your car, which I'm about to show you, which a lot of you do, they didn't they didn't change the piston rings because there's no quality control being done at Hyundai, Kia, Genesis. So you have the exact same recall. But this is how they screw you over, because a lot of people say, well, I didn't get this. I didn't get this information. I didn't get this information. Well, unfortunately, as long as it's here and it's here, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the government, you have it. It's your responsibility to find it, 100%. It's your responsibility to get this information. Especially think about all that documentation that you sign whenever you purchase a car, whether or not it's used or brand new. You're missing all of the fine print, and you are responsible for any active recalls. If you think that Hyundai and Kia, after all of their lawsuits, are not putting this type of stuff in the fine print, well, you're sadly mistaken. So right here, and with this one, it's called a PNSS. That's what you need. And it's a Piston Noise Sensing System. And again, I want to read to you guys something very important. So what will Hyundai do whenever you bring this car, or whenever you bring your car to them, right? I'm gonna skip everything else because again, it'll be in the book, but let me just read to you what is the problem. So the engines and the subject vehicles may have been assembled using piston oil rings that were produced with inconsistent heat treating by the piston oil ring supplier, resulting in excessive oil ring hardness. Now, a lot of you have already know about the oil consumption issue dealing with the older cars from 2011 all the way to 2019. So not only do they have rod bearing issues, but I believe that they also had piston ring issues because everybody's burning oil. So even if you don't have a rod bearing issue in these new engines, you have a piston ring issue, you're gonna be burning oil the exact same way. So anyway, I'm gonna go down to the bottom part because this is what I really want you guys to understand. This is what's happening to thousands of people. Continual, which means driving it normally, Continual operation of the vehicle in this condition could result in seized connecting rods, which could cause damage to the engine block and stall the vehicle, increasing the risk of a crash. This is actually happening today. This is going on with Kia, Hyundai, and Genesis vehicles today. And if you say, well, I don't have a Veloster, I don't have a Kona, I don't have an Elantra. Well, let me show you what Kia and Hyundai and Genesis don't show you. Bam. So you're gonna say, oh, I have a 1.8 liter, it's not the same. Oh, I have a 2 liter. Let me show you all of the vehicles. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what that is. I don't think that's in America, but it's all the way up to 2020. This right here, 2022, the Elantra UD, the AD, I think this is in Australia or whatever that is. The I-40, I don't even know what any of these, the Tucson, 2015, Tucson all the way up to 2018, Kia Forte, the K4, which I don't even know if it's here in America, the Soul, a lot of people have those, and the Sportage all the way up to 2021. My daughter's mother has that car. She has that car right there that you're looking at. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Look at that, 2014 all the way up to 2021, that crappy 2 liter. Same thing with all of these other 2 liters. And here we go down here to the 2 liter GDI engine. Look at all of these cars that are associated. Look at this one, the Sportage, 2021 to present. Look at all of these cars. The hybrid, Kia Sportage, this one, the Hyundai Sonata hybrid from 11 to 14. This one, Kia Optima hybrid from 11 to 15. Sonatas, there's engine recall. And this right here, look at the bottom, right here. On December 2nd, 2020, Hyundai and Kia recalled. Oh, am I blocking this? Let me not block this, guys. I don't want to block this, guys. I don't want to block you, right? I want you guys to see. So right here, on December 2nd, 2020, Hyundai and Kia recalled 423,000 vehicles equipped with various engines following a joint review of Hyundai and the NHTSA, of which the NU, not the Theta 2, the NU GDI engines were a part of. Affected vehicles could include the 2016 Hyundai Sonata Hybrid, 2015 Kia Forte, Forte Coupe, and the 2015 Kia Soul. Mind you, that's not what's on this official document from Hyundai. So I get a lot of people saying, well, I typed in my VIN. There's no VIN. There's no VIN. Even in this document from the old one, this VIN is blocked out because it's up to you to call the dealership and say, hey, I've done my research. Do I have an active recall? On my vehicle, I have this engine. And if they tell you no, I hope that you purchase the book so that you can say, well, hold on, before you tell me no, I have all of this information right here that's telling me that I do, and I need either the KSDS software or you need the PNSS software. If you don't have these, which they don't want you to have, because if they do, right here, here we go. If you do have this software, your Hyundai dealer will inspect the engine to determine the presence of damage on the cylinder bore and piston skirt. If necessary, will replace the engine. But if you don't have this, you're not gonna get your engine replaced. That's why it's important. That's why I do these videos. So like I said, this book right here that I have created is out here. It's in the description below. The reason why I'm selling it is because when it sells, right? Because I as you can see right here, this is my business. I work from home and I have my own business, but it takes time for me to do this. So if I'm compensated for my time, then I can spend more time filming. The more time I can spend filming, the more people I can help. So the only way that we help each other, the only way that I can help you is by being able to have time. And unfortunately, time costs. So in fact, here, I have to leave here and go to volleyball here soon. So, you know, that's gas and everything. So I'm not doing this book to try to get paid or nothing like to get wealthy. That's not gonna happen from a $10 book, but it will do its job. It will do its purpose. It will. And I hope that a news channel picks up this content. It's like, hey, Mr. Adams, you wrote this handbook for people to help them get their engines replaced? Yes, I did. So hopefully I get on the news here soon. There's some news stations here in Houston that I'd like to get on. But again, if you are in a city or in an area and, you know, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you. So I'm gonna go ahead and sum up this video right here with part 4, whenever I click on it, because people think, oh, I have a K5, which is the new Optima. And I want you guys to know that there is a fuel pump issue recall with that engine as you are seeing on the screen. But just understand this, right? Just please, please, please understand this. Please understand this, that if you have a K5, which is the 2.5 liter turbo engine, which remember, the Theta 2 and all the Optimas 2 liter or 2.4 non-turbo engines, excuse me, had major recalls and engine failure. What on God's green earth is gonna make you think that you are safe in your K5 when every other vehicle associated with the 2 liter engine has a recall, an engine recall? So I'm just putting that out there. It hasn't happened yet because it hasn't been enough lawsuits for this new car, but I guarantee you these 2.5 liter turbocharged engines are gonna start dropping like dimes. But remember, that's not the only engine that comes in the K5. They do have the smaller engine displacements in the K5. They're not all just 2.5 liter turbocharged engines. They have the non-turbo engine. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. All I can say is, again, purchase the book, do your research. All the information is in there for the Theta 2, and stay tuned for part 2. Let me make myself bigger here. Stay tuned for the second book, which will be pertaining to the Piston Ring Recall. Again, it takes me a very long time to compile all of this information and word it properly so that it's an easy read. So again, my book, my ebook is a very easy read. Table of contents, I didn't want to make it hard. So you have all this information, but it would probably take you, I guess depending on how fast you read, it's not gonna take you long. That's why I didn't make it 50 pages and stuff like that. It's very precise, right to the point, gives you all the information that you need, and then it's ended with real life testimony right here from these people right here. And again, if you go look at the comments on my channel, you will see all of that real life testimony from people that I've helped. And then it's actual links pertaining, all these links right here work and bring you to playlist of well over, what are we talking, like almost 100 videos if you include all the playlists, all of these videos pertaining to all the way back to 3 years ago. So there's all the information compiled just for 10 bucks. And then I promise you, this book will help you. It will help you get answers, help other people. It'll help you fight the dealerships if you've been denied. Or if you aren't even aware, then it's good to have this information. So whenever you do go into the dealership, you make sure like, oh no, you're not gonna screw me up. I've already done all my research. You're not gonna do me like that. Okay guys, so I'm here to help. Carl's Garage. I'm gonna make this video again for Straight Outta Content. So all of you guys out over there, head on over to my main channel, Straight Outta Content. But also please hit that subscribe button here because I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. But the bigger that I get, the more people that I can reach, and we can continue as a community. And that Facebook group is still coming. I don't really use Facebook like that, so I'm really trying to see if there's another platform that I can use, maybe like a Discord or something like that. But I know a lot of people aren't familiar with Discord, so I don't like to create things that I can't master. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Please be basic, peace.